Let's talk about funding and how to scale your business using external cash. Please, before going out and getting cash for your business, make sure you have some form of product market fit and you can actually prove that your business is working. Too many companies just raise cash to cover up holes and inefficiencies in their business, and that's not going to work. All right, I'm going to quickly introduce different funding strategies, talk about how we value our company and what the funding options are. This comes from my newsletter. Make sure you're subscribed, especially if you want to copy and paste the prompts I'm going to show you. First up, not all companies need funding. Just because that is the dream in Silicon Valley and startup culture does not necessarily mean you need to. You can 100% bootstrap a business by reinvesting the profits into growth. In fact, it's a way healthier way to do it. Some benefits of funding, though, are speed. If you have cash, you can move faster. If there's an opportunity in the market, you can move on it really quickly. Also, if you're working with angels or VCs or some kind of incubator, you also get access to expertise, which is an additional benefit. Probably the biggest disadvantage is loss of control. This is no longer just your business. You are now beholden to either your investors or equity partners. This in turn means external pressures. You need to hit certain targets in order to make your investors happy. Before seeking any type of investment, you need to make sure you know what your company is actually worth. Having a good valuation for your company is going to be essential when you're going into negotiations. Valuation is its own art and science, and there's a whole bunch of different ways to do it, so I'm not going to be able to give you the one answer. There are a few models like multiples of earnings, discounted cash flow, and asset-based valuation. Thankfully, we can use AI to run through the calculations for us. In this particular prompt, which you'll find in the playbook, it's going to give you all three of those models. By having multiple models of valuation, you can come to some kind of average, which is going to be more accurate than just relying on one single model. Once you know what your business is actually worth, you can start to look at what the options are. Basically, different options work at different levels. Like a VC is not going to touch you if your company is only worth $100,000. Generally, early on, you're going to be looking at bootstrapping in order to increase your valuation, or maybe taking on a small bank loan or family and friends cash. Then as you kind of work your way up the valuation chain, then you can start to look at larger angels and venture capitalists. Regardless of who you're going to get the funding from, you're going to need to get some basic documentation put together. We're talking a business plan, solid financial projections, and a clear use of your funds. There will be specific additional requirements depending on the source, but these three generally is going to take you 80% of the way. Once again, I've prepared a mega prompt which is going to run through this for you and help you to come up with those documentations. So first up, work out what your company is actually worth. That's going to tell you which funding options are going to be viable for you. Once you know which funding options you are interested in, then you're going to prepare your documentation in order to seek that funding. And we can leverage AI all the way across this in order to make the process a lot easier. As usual, you can get the prompts in my newsletter, link in bio.